Well, you have to keep trying though. How do you know it's going to work if you don't keep trying?
I know, and it would be so boring if it was like, here's the spinach bed and here's the carrot bed.
We can't show everyone how great we are all the time. $21 degrees outside, 31 degrees in here. And it's snowing.
It's snowing, sun's hiding,
Yep.
It's cold.
So this week, Charlie had brought back 2 voles. And he's been digging around on the back bank up here. So he's helping us out this year.
Keep them out of the greenhouse.
But let's take a look at these hoops. See, everything's holding up in here. Because it's cold. I mean, I don't know if we can see on here, but this is all ice up here. So, it's plenty warm in there, I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive. Charlie's locked up. You hear him down there?
Yeah. It's like, let me play in the snow.
No, let me play on top of the hoop house is what he's thinking.
Bravo.
So it's definitely not frozen. Need some more water again. But the carrots are looking good. You can tell they need a little bit more water. I'm nervous about doing that because I try to always wait where we get a warm spike. And I watered these the last one, but it's like they're dry again. So I remember to really soak them. And I think it's going to be after the first of the year is when it spikes up to be warm again that weekend. So it's going to be a while before these get water. Because all the way up until there, it's supposed to be like negative 15 at night. One of the nights, it's supposed to be negative 22. Whew. And then like single digits for the high. So the reason why I don't take the hose out and just come in here and start filling it up. The hose, if I get a little bit of water in there, it freezes. Which I drain it. I have it, you know, the yard goes downhill. So I just pull the hose all the way out so it drains all the water out. But there's still some that gets stuck up in parts of the hose and then up by the house. And I had that freeze once and I had to replace it. So I don't want that to happen again. So I like it to be a little warmer, at least in the 20s when I go to do it. So then it doesn't freeze back into the house right away.
Alright, so our greens, I'm not going to leave this open, but I'm going to kind of peek in here with you. We haven't been in here probably since, it's been about a week, so. How's that kale looking?
Oofda.
Oofda is right. It certainly has seen better days. I'm wondering, there's a lot of leaves that were touching the dirt. I'm wondering if we kind of snap those off because those are dying, but it doesn't look super great. But the thing about kale is it's pretty resilient in this cold weather, so hopefully it does kind of perk back up. We have gotten quite a few meals off of it, but I really was hoping for a lot more. This lettuce, this is just so crazy. This lettuce looks pretty good. I feel like it should be awful by now, but it looks pretty good. And the collards look pretty good too. Again, the stuff touching the ground, touching the dirt, seems to be doing the worst. So the other stuff seems all right. Look at that. That baby spinach. Now that is doing well. I feel like we could probably have an entire bed of some type of spinach to be able to eat all winter, and we would certainly eat it all if it was available. So it's been hard. We haven't really picked off the spinach yet. It's been hard waiting. We've been trying to eat that kale because the spinach for us seems to be a little bit hardier. do a little better in the cold weather. So we know it'll last a little bit longer because of that. But it's really tempting to maybe pick some and put it in our supper tonight.
The last winter, this winter, looking at what survives the best in here, definitely spinach through the winter. Kale, it's not doing the greatest, but I think that's because we have the spikes of getting really warm during the day, because it'll be in the 70s, sometimes 80s, and then it goes right back down to the cold nights where you're getting sometime into freezing, and I don't think kale likes that big swing.
Yeah, I think it probably is hardier in cold weather than the spinach.
If it was just straight outside.
Right, but because the temperature changes so much.
And then the carrots also are handling that very well. So I think next year, definitely going to have to stick with next winter with the carrots and spinach. And I want to keep doing the kale.
That was the plan this winter, I think,
I know,
was
but the tomatoes.
a bed of spinach and a bed of carrots. Because we figured if we picked the carrots, great. If they were there for like February in the ground for picking as we needed them, great. And even if we had to wait till spring to pick them, great. We'd end up with a lot of carrots. And then greens were like, well, we have to try the collards. We have to try some lettuce. We just like to try stuff.
Well, you have to keep trying though. How do you know it's going to work if you don't keep trying?
I know, and it would be so boring if it was like, here's the spinach bed and here's the carrot bed.
We can't show everyone how great we are all the time. I like keep trying new things because I want to. There'll be one year where we just are like, okay, we know these 4 things work, and then half of it there, half of it there, and it'll be done.
Yeah, I'm missing that we didn't plant any of that Norfolk spinach because I really liked that. I don't know what that was about, but that was really good.
And that got big too.
Yeah. So, I mean, that might be something too for next winter. It's all a process. I think a lot's probably going to change in our greenhouse over the next year before next winter comes too.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, that is it for this tour.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Yep. This time of year, there isn't much going on in here.
Yeah.
So we just went through the shortest day of the year, so now we're on the upswing. So
here comes the sun.
Here comes spring.
Almost.
Spring for us in here is like beginning of February.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy because winter's basically just kicking off.
Yeah, I know. It is.
I think we have our first, you said expected negative 20 degree temps coming up.
This weekend.
Yeah. Crazy. And when they're watching this, it'll be a new year. We're filming this on, it's Tuesday again. We're still on a Tuesday. What's with that? Tuesday.
We had Christmas yesterday, our last party. Well, not our last party, but one of the last.
One of the last Christmas.
December 28th.
Tuesday, December 28th. Okay. So, we hope everybody's new year is off to a great start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to see us again.
Bye.
Bye.